Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, I don't know if it's morning where you are, but it is definitely morning where I'm recording. And I wanted to make this video on a Sunday morning because Sunday is typically the day where we tend to lounge around, maybe not really fully put ourselves together, just try to get done what needs to be done for the week and to recover from last week. And I want you to realize Sunday is not that day. Sunday is a different day. And even if it is that day, if you want to get more done, I have a hack for you, and it's based on science. And if you've watched my channel and you know all about it, then you know I just can't get away from the science. Now, first of all, I need to excuse the mess and the messy bed behind me, but if you can see, way up close is a tiny new little kitten. I have lost my big cat very sadly a week and a half ago. It was very sad. He passed very quickly. He had some neurological symptoms and he slowly became paralyzed, and I lost my baby. So I thought the only positive thing I could do to come out of that would be to adopt a cat. And I adopted a cat who is almost 2 years old, and as a kitten someone covered her in battery acid and threw her in the river. So she has some fur on her face, but the rest of her body has third-degree burn scars. She doesn't have fur. She has had 10 surgeries, multiple skin grafts. She's healthy and in good condition now, and she is a little love muffin. She is beautiful, and she is cozy in my bed, and I can't bring myself to make my bed, not like I ever could when I had a cat or a dog on my bed, and you guys know that. So back to the video. Just a quick explanation. And her name is Sweet Pea. So she came with that name, and I am not changing it because she is a sweet little pea. So a little peanut. But anyways, so this is the science. So there was a study done. Before you throw on your tracksuits or lounge around in your pajamas all day, if you really want to get stuff done and you want to be on your game and think critically and maybe be able to plan out your day strategically and get the most done and capitalize on your time, this is how you're going to do it. And this is just one way, one tip that you can add to all the other tricks that you have up your sleeve and the other processes that you have, and to be able to get the most out and the best outcome out of your day and get the most done, okay? And be the most prepared for the week ahead, which is super exciting. It's a great feeling to go to bed Sunday night knowing you are ready to take on this week and take it on with a vengeance. So a study was done at Northwestern University, and what they did is they divided the group into half and half, and half the group wore white lab coats, which was to signify intellect and success, because a white lab coat is associated with medical professionals, physicians, dentists, this sort of thing. And the other group was just in their normal street clothes, and then they ran them through some cognitive testing, some intellectual testing, and no surprise, the group wearing the white lab coat, who all started at a base educational level, the same level, the group in the white lab coats did significantly better than those that were wearing their street clothes, okay? This is one example. There are many, many examples behind it. So there is science behind how you present and how you dress yourself. And I'm going to make a lot of videos about how you put yourself together and how important it is to dress yourself and really pour into your appearance, not just for your other people, and how you are perceived and how people perceive you and how people, the image you leave in people's minds and how they think of you, but and also how you think of yourself and the image of yourself in your own mind, okay? But there are other phenomena that have to do with how you get dressed. For instance, psychologically, if you are dressed more professionally, you'll find this funny, and it's sort of opposite. People, when they're dressed in their most professional attire, think more creatively. They think outside the box. They are able to be more strategic and come up with more creative, strategic solutions to problems, and to think logically through problems that otherwise they'd be stuck on or not be able to really be able to come up with a logical and succinct solution for. And that all is attributed to how they feel about themselves based upon how they perceive themselves, and how they look is an essential part of that, okay? How you dress yourself, how you present yourself gives you confidence, it gives you motivation, it makes you feel a certain way about yourself, it gives you a lot of your self-perception, and that is so important, particularly when you want to achieve certain goals and you want to get things done, okay? And goals like the things you want to get done on a Sunday, for instance, like all the things that are on your list to do to recover from last week and to get this week rolling on a good note. Get dressed today. Don't lounge around in your PJs. And like I said, this is going to be a quick video. We are almost done. Don't lounge around in your PJs. Put on something intentional. It doesn't have to be your best outfit or like a ball gown, but put on something professional, put on something that is intentional and coordinated, and it makes you feel a little leveled up, a little more dressed up than you might per se for doing laundry or for meal prepping, or even if you don't meal prep, whatever it is you're going to do, even if you're going to vacuum the floors and, organize your mail, like, do it with intention, and dress yourself with it has to be intention. And remember, it's about presenting yourself to yourself and giving yourself the impression. And it is back to that science of enclothed cognition, and you can Google it, look up enclothed cognition, and you will see a ton of studies and science backing it, that we become how we present ourselves to ourselves. If we put intention and effort and logic and effort into ourselves, then that is what we will exude, okay? And that is what we need to exude on a Sunday. Sunday is our day. So don't lounge around today. Don't be bums. Don't rot. I know it's hard sometimes. I know we need to rot, us girls especially, but guys too, all of you, men, women, this is the same for everybody. The science is the same for everybody. Get up today, make today your day, put on something that looks a little leveled up and a little professional and intentional and organized and coordinated and a logical outfit for the day. And don't just lounge around in like your spandex and a belly top or a tank top or your PJs or your boxer pants and like a white tee, even though that's a good look on you guys. I gotta tell you, I like it. It's probably one of my favorite, but don't do it. Put on something that makes you feel like you are ready for the day. And that is the video, guys. Look up enclosed cognition. It's fascinating. It's wonderful science. And there are a lot of videos ahead of mine that are going to discuss how you present yourself and the intention and the science behind what you wear for what events and what occasions, and what that is going to derive from your personality and from your cognitive ability and your intellect, okay? Because how we clothe and garment ourselves is a lot to do with how we present ourselves, both intellectually, personally, socially, and emotionally. It's all tied in together, okay? It's a science of humanity, and the science of self is what it is. So we're going to get into it. But today, that's the message. It's a Sunday message, and get on it. And I will see you all soon. Have a fabulous day and make the most of it, looking fabulous.